Fox News.
The president-elect also choosing Wall Street executive Howard Lutnick to be Commerce Secretary, TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz to run the Medicare and Medicaid programs. America's listening to Fox News.
Streaming now on Fox Nation.
These are stories of the saints.
Martin Scorsese presents The Saints.
I speak in the name of the one true God.
An exclusive new series hosted and narrated by Martin Scorsese.
You believe you were sent by God?
Yes.
Each episode will explore the lives and sacrifices of historical saints on their journey to sainthood.
This is what I was born for.
Martin Scorsese presents The Saints, streaming now. Part of Fox Faith on Fox Nation. Go to foxnation.com and sign up today.
I'm Dana Perino, and this is Perino on Politics. This is the podcast where I call my smart friends and find out what's on their minds about the state of American politics. This week on Perino on Politics, I'm joined by the co-founder of The Daily Wire and host of The Ben Shapiro Show. Ben Shapiro joins me to discuss President-elect Trump's latest cabinet picks and what they mean for his second term. Available now on foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
A deadly bomb cyclone with 60 to 75 mile per hour winds slamming the Seattle area with fierce winds and leaving more than 659,000 customers without power. One person was killed, a woman, when a tree fell onto an encampment in Linwood. 2 others injured when a tree fell onto their trailer in Maple Valley. Lawyers for President-elect Trump already moving to have his New York hush money case dismissed following an announcement Tuesday by prosecutors.
At Tuesday's deadline for prosecutors to say how they wanted to proceed with the 34-count conviction on falsifying business records, the Manhattan DA's office said it wouldn't agree to a dismissal, but might let the case sit until after the new Trump presidential term. Trump spokesman Stephen Chung called that a victory. In a statement, Chung said the case was lawless and lawyers are moving to dismiss it. New York Judge Juan Merchan will make the final decision on whether sentencing will happen or if it will be delayed or dismissed. A timetable for that has not been set. In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
One of the country's largest cities decides it will not cooperate with immigration enforcement in a second Trump administration. We have more from Fox's Matt Finn.
LA City Council voted unanimously to make Los Angeles a sanctuary city, which will prohibit city employees and resources from assisting the federal government in tracking down and deporting illegal migrants.
We're making sure that we are keeping our friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers safe.
We don't have a safer city if people are living in fear and hiding in the shadows.
The LA County Republican Party writes, so-called sanctuary cities and states sound warm and fuzzy, but the protections they offer aren't for abuelas getting ice cream. They're for people who've entered the country illegally and committed additional crimes.
I'm Sue Guzman. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Cookeville City Council will consider Thursday a measure to provide $1.35 million towards public infrastructure improvements for a proposed shopping center at the corner of South Willow Avenue and Interstate 40. The Putnam County Commission has already approved a resolution to provide another $1.35 million for the project. Approximately 5 acres of property on Cookeville's west side has been listed for sale. According to the Herald Citizen, HCA Healthcare has the lot at the corner of Cedar and Oak listed for $3.7 million. That property at one time considered for a convention center, hotel, and retail shops before a deal with previous owners fell through. The Putnam County Fire Department on Tuesday identifying cooking as the cause of a Monday residential fire on Pippin Road. A press release said no injuries occurred and that crews made an aggressive attack and gained control of the fire within 15 minutes. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB,
the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window studio. Today is Wednesday. It's November the 20th. It's 6:07.
Happy birthday, Jason Grider.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's right.
Hope you have a good one today. I'm going to try to be nice today.
All right. So,
I'm not going to sing happy birthday, though.
don't.
Well, it wouldn't be that bad. That would be very sweet of me.
Right, but nobody wants to hear that.
You do.
No, I'm good. It's all right.
Well, our guest today will be Becca Duncan. She's with Helping Hands. She's going to talk about that. And also, she does AI training. We'll discuss that a little bit, too. And from White County High School, they're football seniors because they're in the state playoffs.
All of them?
Well, Mr. Wilson, Greg Wilson, was saying, can we have our seniors in? So I don't know how many seniors they have on their football team.
Phew.
So I don't know who all's coming, but I hope we have enough microphones and camera angles.
Well, we'll get them around somehow. We'll get it all figured out. They deserve it. I think
I
think this is the furthest they've ever been in the playoffs.
Maybe we'll talk to them about that at 7:30. But I'm excited to have them too.
Yeah, they deserve that recognition for sure.
Definitely.
A few things you need to know. So the state of Tennessee is up to 301,947 active licensed insurance producers.
Whoa.
Doesn't that seem like a lot? They say it's a record-breaking number of licensed insurance professionals now who work in the volunteer state.
Wonder why that's such a popular thing right now.
I have no idea, but apparently it is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I guess we have lots of choices.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to a new business in Sparta. It's Formaggi Cheese. Specialty cheeses from all over the world, Italian meats. Formaggi. I may be saying that wrong.
I don't
Formaggi?
know. It sounds like
Formaggi.
It sounds like a cologne that
Formaggi.
Matthew McConaughey would wear.
Or Johnny Depp.
Formaggi.
They're going to have Italian meats, distinctive wines, in-house made gelato. Gelato. I had that when I was in Italy.
Sounds good.
It is good. It's ice cream.
Yeah.
Also, balsamic vinegars, olive oils, and custom items to meet all your cheese and charcuterie needs.
Well, I mean, who doesn't need their cheese and charcuterie needs met?
I'm excited about this business. Yeah. That's good. And the same folks that own Mariucci's Pizzeria in Sparta is opening this.
Oh, okay.
So
well, that'll be
congratulations
good.
to them. I think soft opening is this week.
Yeah. Let's see here. The window to register for Cookeville's 8th annual Merry and Bright Holiday Home Challenge closes Thursday, by the way. So if you've got your house decorated and you wanted to get in on that, you got till tomorrow to get all your stuff in. I think that's cookeville-tn.gov. Or the Leisure Services page. I'm not 100% sure where to go, but you'll find it.
You'll find it.
Y'all,
Google it up.
Y'all are smart people. You'll find it.
Well, Cookeville Library this Monday, the 25th at 2 p.m., they have the free Thanksgiving lunch. If you don't have a Thanksgiving dinner to attend, they say you can join them for the free lunch provided at the Putnam County Library. So it's free.
Tech, they lost last night to UCF. They tried to make a comeback. The men did end up losing 80-69. And then the ladies lost to Middle Tennessee State last night, MTSU 69-52.
Oh.
So a couple of losses for the Golden Eagles in the basketball world.
Well, I hate it. They'll come back, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's a food drive alert. It's Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week, and you can help support those in need. all this week at Cookeville. Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency. You can drop off donations in their lobby. They're collecting crackers, granola bars, meal replacement drinks, and trying to help out the community along with the PEP Foundation, Putnam County School System, City of Cookeville, and Putnam County in general. So you can drop that off at UCHRA office.
This weekend, Saturday, it's the last home game for Tennessee Tech football. And they are playing for, now I think something else has to happen. I'm not 100% sure how it all works out. We'll talk to Mark Wilson about this on Friday. But if they win on Saturday, then they have a chance at least being co-champs of the OVC Big South Conference. And so they're asking, and this is the last home game. It's senior day for a lot of guys been playing ball. They're having a great season. They're asking you to wear purple to the game. I don't know if it's a purple out. I don't know if they're calling it that or just asking you to wear purple.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to go out. Me and my dad did it a couple of weeks ago and just had a stinking blast.
What'd your dad think?
Oh, he loved it. Yeah, we had such a good time. It's great family entertainment. Don't cost you an arm and a leg to go, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
And so wear purple and root on Tennessee Tech. This is a must-win for them.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got for things.
That's all I've got too, Sheila.
Well, we're starting with your 2 cents, and it's a little different this morning. We're wishing Jason a happy birthday.
Oh, Lord,
For
really?
Jason's birthday. I said, tell
What'd you
him
put on
what
there?
you like most about him when he's on the radio.
Oh, my gosh.
It'll be all about Jason today.
That's going to be awful.
I thought you would think it was sweet.
Well, what if people don't like me?
Then I'm not going to read those to you. I'll keep those away. People like you.
Well, what if people don't?
Let me see what they're saying.
There's,
It's all good so far.
Okay, good, because...
Now, if it's not good and you don't like him, I'm going to block you.
No, don't do that.
Blocking.
Listen, I know I'm not for everybody.
Well, no, I'm not either.
I am extra in many ways.
You think?
So I know I'm not for everybody.
He's a good dude. He's extra, and sometimes it gets on my nerves. But happy birthday, Jason.
Well, sometimes you get on my nerves, too,
I don't know what you're
Sheila.
talking about. No, I don't.
And happy birthday next week. I won't be here, so I'll go ahead and get it in.
That's how much he cares about my birthday. He's not even going to be here.
I'm going to be visiting my grandbabies. They're not coming up here for Thanksgiving.
Well, I guess I'll let you. No, way to make me feel really, really bad.
Yeah.
I'm visiting my grandbaby, Sheila.
Yeah, they're not coming for Thanksgiving, so I'm having to go down there.
I'm glad you're getting to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And you know I love your daughter, Maddie.
Well,
But
she
we'll
is
get
great.
She's wonderful. Not like her daddy at all. She acts a lot like him, but just not as goofy.
She's a whole lot smarter than I am.
Yeah, she's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, guys, hang out with us. We'll get into your 2 cents here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
It's Tennessee Tech head football coach Bobby Wilder. Join the crowd for Senior Day at Tucker Stadium, November 23rd as Tech takes on Eastern Illinois. Kickoff is at noon, and the 98.5 KISS FM tailgate park opens at 9 a.m. The Golden Eagle Walk is always 2 hours and 15 minutes before kickoff in the tailgate park, so come early for all the pregame fun at Tucker Stadium. For more information, visit ttusports.com. Wings up.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Ball, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. 6:18 now.
Well, all the attention is focused on Jason today because it's his birthday. And he acts like he's not liking that.
Well, I mean, there's so much else going on in the world.
Don't tell me you don't like attention.
Sheila, you know I love attention.
All right, then. That's your 2 cents. We're wishing Jason happy birthday. And I said, tell us what you like most about him when he's on the air.
The part where he's not talking.
Nobody said that yet.
Yeah.
Belinda said, happy birthday, Jason. She likes listening to you and me on the morning show.
Oh.
Real nice.
That's sweet.
Sarah said, his voice is seriously cool.
Well, there's one she's right on that.
Oh my goodness. Why did I choose to do this?
That's why I was wondering, you know.
I'm subjected to this every morning and now it's just worse. Trying to make a little nice birthday for you.
Well, I'm going to have a great birthday.
You're already having a great birthday.
Yeah, I'm hanging out here in the Willow Window Studio.
Yeah.
All the stuff's working just right.
Now that is a birthday gift, isn't it?
Yeah, so.
And I'm here.
You're here.
Dale Welch, he's our buddy, and he said, Jason is one cool dude. Hope you have the best birthday.
Well, thank you so much, Dale. I appreciate it.
And Kevin, he didn't say what he liked about you. He just said, happy birthday, Jason.
Thanks, Kev.
Well, here's what I like.
Oh.
That you're fun, you're hilarious and witty, and I do enjoy you picking on me. There, I've said it. You got proof now, but I'm not going to say it again.
It's all right. We've got it forever now. Now it's on the internet.
Now it's on the interwebs.
Yeah.
So.
It's on the YouTubes and the
save that clip.
Facebooks and all of that stuff.
But you can go to our Facebook page and wish Jason a happy birthday, and you can tell him what you like most about him.
I'm also accepting gifts here at Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive until 8 a.m.
Until 8 a.m. That's when our show ends. And then
it's over with.
Back to the radio station.
Back to the grind then, for sure. And I guess I owe you a little bit of thanks on this because I think you helped Donna set it up. I
wasn't going to take credit for that.
Well, but I think Donna said that you helped her set it up.
I did.
So I've been wanting to try acupuncture, and just to see how it works, and I'm getting older, of course, I'm turning 51 today, and so you're getting those pains.
I've got them. That's why I am 2 years older right now than you.
So I've been saying I'd like to try acupuncture, and then so you knew where they did it at.
Yeah.
And I didn't, and Donna didn't, and anyway, so I'm going to get that. I'm getting it done today.
Yeah.
The acupuncture.
Brandy at the Silver Fern. I'm going to say that because there's only 2 people in Cookeville that can do it. I don't know the other person. But she's saying they stay pretty full. She's very good. She's helped me with a lot of issues. I have some.
So you've had it done. I wore my good underwear because I didn't know if I had to get all the way down to my skivvies or not.
You can. You don't have to. I usually do because she's got to do the acupuncture on my back.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of wrecks and my neck is jacked up and I have some problems with it a lot. And this has really helped me. So I'm hoping it'll help you too.
Well, I can't wait to find out. Plus, it's just going to be neat to go through the process.
And she'll tell you all about it. It's like, it is really like hard to believe it would work so well. And even my dad was like, "Oh, Sheila, that stuff don't work."
Well, it does.
I'm like, well, it does. It's working for me.
It does kind of seem like it's fairy tale kind of thing. But you're saying that it takes, you can't just go once. It's
I felt some difference the first time, but to actually for it to work, you've got to go like a couple of times. And I've felt a difference every time. And it just keeps getting better and better. So,
well, I was talking to Piper, one of our great salespeople.
Yes.
And we were talking about the acupuncture and all that. And she made a great point. She goes, what? Something that's been around for thousands of years.
Exactly.
There's got to be some truth to it.
That's what Brandy says too. And she said that they even do it. Now she doesn't at her shop, but she said she's even had people say that their animals, they've gotten it for like arthritis and things like that. And it's helped the animals.
Animal acupuncture?
Yeah. People have taken their dogs who've had bad arthritis in their hips and it's helped them.
Huh.
I mean, it's something to it. I'm telling you. And I know it sounds crazy. People think, "Oh, you're putting needles in you." It's really, really, really tiny needles. You can barely feel it.
So do you feel it at all?
Not in most places for me. Around my neck, Debbie, there's a lot of nerve endings around your neck, but not really painful or anything. It's just like a little bee sting, a little like sweat bee sting.
Oh, okay.
That's what kind of bee sting, not like a.
That's the worst of the pain.
That's the worst of it, and that I'm telling you, I had several of them all over my body.
Well, I can't wait to find out. I think it's going to be interesting to go through all that.
Well, I hope, and it's relaxing. It sounds crazy to be relaxing, but it is.
Today is also National Child's Day, so that's good. Future Teachers of America Day.
Well, we love our Teachers of America.
Oh, of course, but there's not Universal Children's Day and National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Not a lot going on my birthday. It's like
Well, I like peanut butter fudge.
I do too, but it's like they've wiped the slate clean.
Because they know you're going to be taking up most of the day with your birthday.
Right.
So they're like,
let's not give them too much to celebrate today.
Because they want you to enjoy the day with the peanut butter fudge.
It's all about me.
Do you like peanut butter fudge?
I love peanut butter fudge.
I wish I'd have made some and brought that.
Me too, Sheila.
Happy acupuncture.
So your 2 cents.
Yeah.
It's my birthday, and Sheila put on there, what do you like about Jason?
Yeah, it was me. It wasn't him. He wouldn't have I didn't tell him I was going to, and he wouldn't have let me if I told him. So I just kind of put it up there.
Also today, going to have the giant card out, the giant Christmas card at Middle Tennessee Eye. And we've had so many messages on there that we had to add a page to it.
I think that's cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And so we've added another leaf in the book almost, so with a front and back that you can now sign and send a message to. Sheila's going to be out at Middle Tennessee Eye from 11:30 until 12:30 with the giant Christmas card, and that gets sent off to the 278th, the National Guard, from all the men and women who serve here from the Upper Cumberland that are in the National Guard and the 278th. They're in Iraq through the holidays, and then some. So we want to be sure they get a little taste of home, some messages from people in the Upper Cumberland. Just let them know that we're thinking about them, we love them, and Merry Christmas. And
I hate that they're going to be away for the holidays from their family.
Yeah.
So this is even some of their family have stopped by on some of the stops and signed it, and I think that's just beautiful.
We've had a really good response so far, and we'll be taking the card around some other places as well. So if you have a business and you want the card to come by, you can get in touch. Just get in touch with Sheila and or me or somebody, and we'll try to work that out for you. But such a great response so far, and apparently we can add one more page if we need to.
That's great, and I know.
But then that's it.
Want to say hi to Freedom Pond in Sparta. Their stop is going to be on Small Business Saturday on November the 30th. So we'll be down in Sparta on the 30th. And I think that's the only Sparta stop we have so far.
I believe that's right.
So Sparta, get ready. We're coming to you on the 30th.
So anyway, and we'll, as we get more stops and things like that, we'll be sure to let you know, but we'd love for you to come out and leave a greeting and put your name on there, any sort of special message you want to send to the men and women serving our country in Iraq from right here in the Upper Cumberland. Coming up, we've got spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Also, The Real Good is coming up a little bit later. And round 3 of this week's Ask Sheila. You're listening to Good Morning Cookeville on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. You may be watching on Hub Plus if you've downloaded the Roku app, or channel 192 on Twin Lakes TV, channel 192 on Spectrum, YouTube at Good Morning Cookeville on YouTube, or on 107.7 1400 The Hub on Facebook. So plenty of places that you can listen. No matter how you're doing it, we sure do appreciate it. We'll be back here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live from the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Approximately 5 acres of property on Cookeville's west side has been listed for sale. According to the Herald Citizen, HCA Healthcare has the lot at the corner of Cedar and Oak listed for $3.7 million. That property at one time was considered for a convention center, hotel, and retail shops before a deal with previous owners fell through. Tennessee's Attorney General led 31 other states this week in crafting a letter to congressional leaders, urging them to pass the bipartisan Kids Online Safety Act. The legislation would require platforms to automatically enable safety protections for minors. The push for legislation comes amid several investigations and lawsuits nationwide against social media platforms for targeting underage users. Tennessee Tech on Tuesday announced the creation of a new office focused on creating a campus climate where all people are respected and valued. A press release said the Office of Access, Belonging, and Community will report directly to the university president. One upcoming task for the new office, disseminating a campus-wide climate survey to gauge student, faculty, and staff perceptions about belonging and accessibility at Tech. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The NL and AL Rookies of the Year were announced last night. In the NL, Pirates star pitcher Paul Skeens won the Rookie of the Year. Skeens made his debut less than a year after being selected number 1 overall. Skeens finished with an 11-3 record in 23 starts, had a 1.96 ERA, and pitched 133 innings. In the AL, the Yankees star right-hander Luis Gil got the nod. Gil won 15 of the 30 votes to win the award by just 2 votes. Gil went 15-7 with a 3.50 ERA in 29 starts. The New York Giants are demoting quarterback Daniel Jones to QB3 after starting the season 2-8. Jones received a 4-year deal worth $160 million just under 2 years ago. Tommy DeVito was made the Giants starter, with Drew Lock remaining the backup. In the AP Men's College Basketball poll, Kansas remained number 1 with UConn, Gonzaga, Auburn, and Iowa State rounding out the top 5. Purdue moved up 7 spots to number 6 after their win against Alabama. Tennessee moved up to the number 11 spot after their 4-0 start. Tonight on UCR, we have high school basketball. On UCR, Cookeville battles Stone Memorial. On UCR 2, Loretto girls play Smith County, and Pickett County boys play Smith County. And on UCR 3, Upperman girls battle Clay County. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. Paul Winkler.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Target shares are down nearly 13%. Its earnings and revenue were disappointing. Sales declined in the quarter. Only online sales were a bright spot. Target is lowering expectations for the year. Comcast shares up more than 3%. The company is expected to reveal details of its plan to spin off its NBC Universal cable TV networks. The unit includes MSNBC, CNBC, Oxygen E, Golf Channel, and Sci-Fi. Years of cord cutting have taken a heavy toll on subscribers and viewership. Netflix shares are up 0.5% on top of yesterday's record close that followed news that its live boxing event last Saturday was the most streamed global sporting event ever. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
You can live out your MasterChef dreams when you find a professional on Angie to tackle your dream kitchen remodel. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well, inside to outside. Repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Well, we knew it was coming. Big time temperature changes inbound as we go through the day today. We'll start off in the 50s with clearing skies, but fall into the 40s by afternoon. Overnight, mid-30s. Tomorrow, we won't make it out of the 40s. Probably upper 40s for most locations. Maybe a few flurries even as we get into Thursday night. Overnight low around freezing.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:35 now.
Our guest this morning, we're having Becca Duncan from Helping Hands. She's going to talk about Helping Hands and what it does, and also talking about AI training. She does some of that too.
Yeah, that whole AI stuff is scary and cool at the same time.
I feel the same way. I'm like,
I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, it's like awesome, but yet I'm like spooky.
Yeah,
because it can actually steal your voice from you.
It can.
White County High School seniors from the football team, because they're in the playoffs.
That's good.
Big deal. And this
I'm glad
is
they're
their
coming.
last time they're playing.
Well, maybe not.
I meant last year.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go on. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
They're playing Macon County on Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. We'll talk to them about that. So looking forward to having those guys in and wishing them well and all that. Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Jimmy Fallon's got Richard Gere on. Richard Gere's also going to be on live with Kelly and Mark. What's Richard Gere doing?
I don't know. Maybe he's in a new series or something.
Jimmy Kimmel's got Blake Shelton and Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. Okay, now you know Karate Kid.
Yeah. Gwen Stefani's going to be on Drew Barrymore. And also Jim Gaffigan's going to be on live with Kelly and Mark.
That would be a good show.
Tonight on regular TV, the CMA Awards are tonight.
See, I was thinking they were last night for some reason.
they're
I'm like, I
tonight.
can't find them.
There tonight. I think they had some other shows leading up to the CMAs.
Maybe that's what it was.
But the actual award show is tonight.
You gonna watch it or?
I probably won't, Sheila.
It probably comes on too late for us. Even 7 p.m. is too late sometimes.
Well, I mean, I figured Jelly Roll, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs.
That's gonna be your big winners.
Those are the winners. Let's move along.
Is Jelly Roll hosting it? Holston? No.
No, it's Luke Bryan,
Yeah.
Lainey Wilson, and the incomparable Peyton Manning.
Oh, well, that should be fun. I
Yeah.
might watch a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'll watch it for Peyton
Yeah.
and see what Lainey's got on. You never know what kind of bell-bottom thing she'll be doing.
Well, I think those would be good hosts. I think they'll be funny and
Yeah,
charming.
sure, it'll be good.
Yeah.
On streaming, season 1 of Wish List Games. That's on Amazon.
Wish list games.
Season 2 on Netflix of Nothing to See Here. Season 1 of on Netflix called Our Oceans, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a documentary about how we ain't taking care of the oceans.
Probably. That's what it sounds like to me, too.
And the Trash Island. That Trash Island's something else. Have you seen a picture of that or a video of that? That's crazy, isn't
That
it?
is like unbelievable.
Also on Netflix, new today, Rhythm and Flow, which I haven't seen a preview for. I don't know anything about it.
Me either. We're really up on this, aren't we?
Well, I mean, did I say that Mystery at Blind Fog Ranch is on Discovery as well tonight?
No, but I think Blind Frog Ranch would be more interesting.
Then what?
You almost said Blind Frog.
Yeah.
It was
Blind Fog, Blind. Donna had it on The Mist last night.
that movie?
Yeah, and we went to sleep to it. Of course, woke up this morning to fog. It's like, this looks just like that Mist.
Let me tell you, that's a creepy movie.
Yeah.
It creeps me out a little
It's
bit.
sad in the end.
Yeah, because everything just, well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Academy Award winner Clint Eastwood's legal thriller Juror Number 2, starring Superman actor Nicholas Hoult, will begin streaming on Max on December 20th, so about a month away. Let's see here. Catherine Hahn and J.K. Simmons have joined the cast of Kevin Hart's Die Hard, the third installment of the action comedy series. That's December 13th on the Roku channel. Julia Fox and John Wick co-star Riccardo Scaramuccio.
You're just making up names now.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know if he pronounced it right. You're just trying to be.
Said it with confidence, though, Sheila.
Like I did that new business. Formaggi.
They've signed up for the heist comedy Mykonos, which follows a group of criminals who target annoying tourists that move on to their home island every summer.
Huh.
I'm in on that.
That sounds interesting.
National Geographic is ramping up its programming slate with 4 new series, including The Real Finding Nemo and Surviving Pompeii with Tom Hiddleston.
Surviving Pompeii.
I'd watch that. I probably want to watch The Real Finding Nemo.
Is that little cartoon?
Yeah, but it's not. It's real.
Oh. So clownfish. That's what Nemo is.
Right. The newest release of Mattel's Barbie tribute collection will be a Rita Moreno doll.
I love her.
Who
she was
is
in
she?
West Side Story, and yeah, great dancer, great actress. I think she's in her 80s now, but still, I mean, feisty. I think it's because she danced so much.
She's a EGOT, so that's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
she's really cool.
She got all those awards. So if you collect Barbies or just a big Rita Moreno fan, that's coming out here pretty soon. The picture of it looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just she's all dolled up.
Yeah, because I mean it's a doll, it's Barbie.
Get it? She's all dolled up.
You know Stevie Nicks is a Barbie too, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got that last year, and I saw on her Instagram when she first got it, she was so excited. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to be a Barbie?
Well, of course.
But she's dressed in black, of course, and with her pretty dress, and then boots, knee-high boots, and even a little tambourine in her hand.
We were talking yesterday about who we'd be friends with, what fictional character. And I said Dave Coulier's character, right? Well, so I didn't know this until all this hullabaloo started, but, he's got cancer.
Yes. I found that out
I didn't know
last
that.
night. And there's like hullabaloo over John Stamos wearing a
bald
cap, but I just think he was trying to.
Well, Dave Coulier, after everybody kind of, showed their rear end about it.
Yeah.
He said, I'm sorry to see a bunch of negative comments as I've just begun my cancer journey. It's our friendship, me and John. This is how we are. This is how we handle a very tough time. I'm a comedian, and humor is what drives me. John knows how to cheer me up, and I laughed out loud when he arrived wearing the bald cap, being a true, loving friend and brother.
Yes, and that's how I took it. And I know he meant
it.
Because I knew they were buddies, and I know he meant it to be, but they were thinking he should have really shaved his head and all that.
Well, I think there's people that don't understand bro love.
Yeah.
And that's how you show it.
Yes.
You don't.
He knew he'd make him laugh coming in like that.
We don't come over and cry and, we come in with a bald cap.
We make you laugh.
And try to be, and try to have fun. That's what you know.
I thought it was great support for him.
I did
he was
too.
going to and they have a picture of them together looking sweet, so sweet. And Dave Coulier was like, you could tell it made him feel loved and made him laugh.
Well, right, because that's how they do.
What he needs.
Yeah. This is weird. I'm not sure how. P. Diddy got a rare win in court yesterday.
P. Diddy did?
When the judge ordered prosecutors to destroy all copies of the nearly 20 pages of material seized from his cell during a raid. He appeared in New York City court on yesterday afternoon. This time unshackled and with multiple family members in the court showing support. The U.S. Attorney's Office also advised that by the judge that they can't reference or excerpt the material at the bail hearing later this week. Feds unsuccessfully argued that most of the material seized was not privileged. He's due back in court on Friday.
So are they protecting some of the other stars, maybe? Have
Well,
names in it?
This would be from his jail cell. So I don't know. My thought was that if you write something down in a jail cell or whatever, then
It's the jail's property?
It's the jail's property.
Yeah. I wonder what he was writing down, like trying to
I have no idea.
snitch on people?
I mean, it could have been.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
So from the jail cell, this is not from his mansion or anything
Right, yeah, this-
that I was thinking.
Right. Hopefully
I
somebody
mean, I heard you say cell, but I thought it was wrong.
hopefully somebody holds those back and then they can put out a book, P. Diddy's Jail Cell Confessions.
Yeah. Maybe that, I mean,
It'll be a
weird that they didn't want to
It'll be a
allow it.
Netflix special.
Of course it will, and I will watch because I'll be interested.
I'll watch that, yeah. I watched that Menendez brothers thing.
I
So.
did too. And after I watched it, I thought, why did I watch all this?
Yeah, why do I even care about this? Coming up, we've got the Real Good. That's on the way. A couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Round 3 of Ask Sheila That's coming up too, so stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
The Upper Cumberland Habitat Restore in Cookeville is expanding their team with part-time positions available. They are seeking dedicated individuals who are passionate about community impact and customer service. Responsibilities may include maintaining an organized, welcoming store environment, assisting with donation acceptance and processing, and supporting daily operations. Ideal candidates are customer-focused, proactive, and committed to fostering a positive shopping experience. Joining their team offers a chance to make a meaningful difference. For more information, contact them at restore@uchabitat.org.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Attention homeowners, feeling tired, suffering from watery eyes, fatigue, coughing, or headaches? The danger might be hiding right beneath your feet. Mold, the silent invader, could be spreading in your crawl space right now. 60% of homes have mold. 21% are affected by toxic black mold, putting your family's health at serious risk. Call the Crawl Space Kings at 931-742-1516 for a free mold inspection and free air quality test. Or visit thecrawlspacekings.com. Protect your home, protect your family before it's too late.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:49 now.
Well, we've got 59 right now, a high of only 62. It's going to be a little breezy today, too, and should be sunny by the afternoon.
I'm sorry. I had a little coughing fit.
It's because the weather keeps changing. That's
Damn.
what it is. I mean, I've been like sneezy,
Yeah.
but I feel great.
I just hate that. I hope I hate coughing on the air. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Did you get through all the gas through my coughing? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
I was doing the weather.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's 59 now, high of 62, breezy.
All right. So you got all that done.
Sunny today.
All right. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. On Veterans Day this year, Anthony Simone, a 98-year-old World War II veteran, was honored with the diploma from Cranston East High in Rhode Island. 82 years after leaving school to support his family during the Great Depression, Anthony was drafted into the Army at age 18. He fought the Battle of the Bulge, and when he arrived back in the United States, he earned his GED, but the school community of Cranston East wanted to make sure Anthony was celebrated for his military service, as well as the extra step he took in getting his GED, so they awarded him an official high school diploma. Surrounded by loved ones, the proud and humble veteran grandfather expressed his surprise and gratitude. He said, "I never expected to be honored like this."
I think that's fantastic. He's went through so much, and he deserves that.
That's the thing about the greatest generation. They never expect to be honored.
And
They just do their.
you said it is the greatest generation. They work the hardest, and they're so humble.
They just do their job and move on to the next
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Another real good story. Over the past 50 years, Dan Dry has enjoyed an amazing career as a photographer, winning more than 500 national and international photography, advertising, and design awards. When Dan was just beginning his career, he attended Ohio University and has never forgotten the lessons he learned while in school there. So now, as his career's winding down, Dan wanted to give back to his alma mater and decided to donate his multi-million-dollar photography collection to Ohio University libraries.
Wow.
It's an impressive collection. It's meant to inspire students, and Dan said, "I hope these images will spark creativity and passion in the next generation of photographers." The donation is also a way for Dan to give back to the university that helped launch his career. And he says, "When I look back on everything that's in that collection, there's so many memories that I want to share. It's a legacy that I wanted to share with the community and the university that has made me the professional person that I am today."
I think it's great that he did that. Photography is one of my favorite things. I love taking pictures.
Oh, Lord.
But there is something about still photography that tells more of a story because video is so, like, you don't have to think. It's just in front of you. You just watch it. But there's something about still photography that's just amazing to me, especially the black and white.
Yeah.
I love it.
The artistic.
Yeah. There's so many artistic things you can do with a camera.
Yeah.
And I think that's great that he donated his stuff to the university.
That he's got a cool name too, Dan Dry.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Dan Dry.
Well, to Dan and who was the other story about? I already forgot. Oh, the World War II vet, Anthony Simone.
One of the greatest generations.
Yeah. Y'all are real good. All right, Sheila, are you ready for?
I'm ready.
Ask Sheila. Yeah. All right. Here we go with question number 1.
Okay.
For round 3 of this week's.
Do we have
Sheila.
like a flow of it? What's it about? Subject? We know.
Let's see here. Looks like it's about cars, vehicles, things like that. Which
Okay.
You're well versed in.
Okay, I'm ready.
About 16% of us have recently done this in our driveways. What is it? 16% of us have recently done this in our driveway.
Well, I mean, been in our car in the driveway.
Yeah, but anything in particular about that?
Sat and listened to music.
I want to give it to you. The answer is sat in your car without going anywhere just to get away from everyone inside your house.
I've done that at work before.
You've gone to sit in your car to get away from people at work?
A break, like during a break or something. Instead
Yeah.
of like just going somewhere, you just want to get away and kind of wind down for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Huh.
And I had the radio on or something, or I like to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
It's peaceful.
Yeah. Now I've gone on a ride before. Been like, I'm going to go for a
Done
ride.
that too.
I've never just sat in the driveway before.
Well, I have at work. I haven't at my house, really.
Next question. So that puts you up to 5? 5 right for the week? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, 5.
Sure. I don't know. I don't ever keep up with it.
Yeah. 3 out of 10 people have done this in their car while driving.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10 people have done this.
I was going to say eat in their car, but I think more than 3 out of 10. So I've done this while driving.
While driving. 3 out of 10 people have done this. I've done it.
Blown their horn because they're mad at somebody.
Flip somebody off.
Oh, I was close.
You were close.
3 out of 10.
I have done it. I maybe once or twice, and it was just the person was truly awful. They deserved it.
There are some that just go. They fly that bird so much.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happened? I had my blinker on. I changed lanes like I said I was going to do. I didn't cut you off. I don't know what you're mad at.
Well, surely these people that I did that to, and I shouldn't have. It was a bad thing to do.
Right.
But they deserved it. They were awful drivers.
In other words, you're not sorry about it at all.
I'm not. I'm sorry that I did it.
Sorry that you thought of doing that.
But I'm not sorry.
You know, they deserve to be
right. I hope
disciplined.
I hope that they became better drivers after that.
Probably not, because they probably just got madder.
I hope that they went home and thought about what they'd done.
So you think that flipping them off would be?
Yeah.
That would make them learn a lesson?
It could be a little, what is it called? Introspective, or what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Put a mirror in front of them and
and he'd be like, you know what? That guy that flipped me off, he's right. I could be a better driver.
So I would think 0 out of 10 would have realized that.
All right, Sheila, last question here. Roughly 25% of us have done this in our car in the past month.
Eating in our car.
You're going eating. 25% of us have, you think?
Yeah, because a lot of people, they go through drive-thrus. They got the food there.
Right, that's what I'm saying, but don't you think 25% is a little low for that?
Read the question one more time.
Roughly 25% of us have done this in our car in the past month.
25%.
Yeah, 25% have done this in our car in the past month.
I can't think of anything. Sang in our car?
Worked from our car in the past month. Worked. That was the correct answer.
I wouldn't have gotten it.
Well, you're up to 5.
You work in your vehicle?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I take phone calls about work.
Right, yeah.
I guess I have.
So, coming up next hour, some great guests.
Yes, we've got Becca Duncan. If I'm not messing up her first name, I'm messing up her second. Becca Duncan from Helping Hands. And she also does AI training. That'll be interesting to talk to her about. And then White County High School seniors from the football team, because they are in the state playoffs.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about their last year playing football, at least for high school.
Right. So all that's coming up next hour here on Good Morning Cookeville. Catch Good Morning Cookeville, of course, on WHUB. It's been a tried and true staple here in the Upper Cumberland for over 83 years.
It's amazing.
You can always find us at 1400 on the AM dial, 1077 on the FM dial. You can also find us on YouTube at Good Morning Cookeville. You can find us on Facebook at News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook. Channel 192 on Spectrum, Channel 192 on Twin Lakes TV, and our exclusive Hub Plus app on Roku.
Whew, that's a lot to remember.
Plenty of places to find us.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.
It would be a lonely job. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Linda McMahon is President-elect Trump's pick for Education Secretary. He said during the campaign that department should not even exist.
One other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states.
He can't eliminate the department without Congress, but can have McMahon running it, pushing for more school choice and parents' rights, he says. McMahon's the former CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, and was in charge of the Small Business Administration during the first Trump administration, served 2 years on the Connecticut State Board of Education, and ran unsuccessfully for Senate there twice. Former Senate candidate and TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz, meantime, is the choice to oversee the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. President-elect Trump was there for the latest SpaceX Starship rocket launch. Fox's Kristen Gooden reports it did not go exactly as planned.
SpaceX launching Starship's sixth flight test at its facility in Boca Chica, Texas.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The president-elect watching alongside SpaceX founder Elon Musk, who he's chosen to co-lead the Department of Government Efficiency. But SpaceX calling off its booster return and catch, the booster separating and landing in the Gulf of Mexico.
The booster was supposed to return to the launch pad to be caught by two giant arms called chopsticks. The spacecraft itself flew for more than an hour before splashing down in the Indian Ocean as planned. The American embassy in Kyiv, Ukraine, is shut down.
The State Department says it's received specific information of a potential significant air attack flagged as happening today. Employees of the embassy in Kyiv have been told to shelter in place, and all Americans in the city warned to seek cover if an air alert is announced.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. At least one person's killed in a major storm hitting Washington state. America's listening to Fox News.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell testified at two House hearings about federal hurricane response and a now fired worker saying houses with Trump signs up should be bypassed to avoid conflict.
House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer was curious about civil servant protections.
How likely would it have been that her termination would have been overturned?
With Criswell responding,
given the text of this message, it's very clear that this was an unacceptable type of behavior, and I don't believe it would have been overturned. I think the system worked.
Though she asserts the agency is often victim to misinformation campaigns about how or when it helps disaster victims, and that has led to distrust.
Fox's Evan Brown. Incoming Senate Majority Leader John Thune of South Dakota says a new National Defense Authorization Act should have been passed by now.
Senator Thune warned,
there's never a time when we can afford to put our national defense on the back burner or underfund our nation's military.
The senator adding the delay raises the importance of a study released in July by the Bipartisan Commission on the National Defense Strategy, which stated that
the U.S. military lacks both the capabilities and the capacity required to be confident it can deter and prevail in combat.
Senator Thune also referenced the continuing military push by China, saying it could change the balance of power in China's favor, and that the current geopolitical climate should be teaching us a lesson.
While we never invite conflict, we have to be prepared for it.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
In Louisville, Kentucky, a 19-year-old man is in custody hours after police say he shot two officers during a stolen vehicle stop.
The two officers were transported to University of Louisville Hospital, where they are in stable condition. The suspect was also transported to Jewish Hospital, where he is in stable condition as well.
Deputy Chief Emily McKinley, the arrest report says the suspect was shot in the torso and arm. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Cookeville City Council will consider Thursday a measure to provide $1.35 million towards public infrastructure improvements for a proposed shopping center at the corner of South Willow Avenue and Interstate 40. The Putnam County Commission has already approved a resolution to provide another $1.35 million for the project. Approximately 5 acres of property on Cookeville's west side has been listed for sale. According to the Herald Citizen, HCA Healthcare has the lot at the corner of Cedar and Oak listed for $3.7 million. That property at one time considered for a convention center, hotel, and retail shops before a deal with previous owners fell through. The Putnam County Fire Department on Tuesday identifying cooking as the cause of a Monday residential fire on Pippin Road. A press release said no injuries occurred and that crews made an aggressive attack and gained control of the fire within 15 minutes. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:07 now.
And we're happy to have Becca Duncan from Helping Hands, and she's joining us this morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Can you explain what Helping Hands does in the area and what it's about?
Certainly. So Helping Hands was started, it'll be 50 years in July. And a group of businessmen came together and decided that there should be kind of like a one-stop shop for people in either poverty or in crisis. And so we've been basically doing the same thing and adding to it as we can over the last 50 years. So we are a food bank. We do rental assistance, utilities, prescriptions. We can help with fuel if it's an out-of-county doctor's appointment, and we vet for the CRMC Foundation.
That's great.
So you're a safety net for people.
Right.
Yeah.
So we try to look at it more like a hand up instead of a hand out.
Mm-hmm.
And we especially look at people who are doing what they should be doing or doing what they should have done, and now it's just not enough. So some kind of an emergency. I think a lot of people like to think that the people in this area that are struggling are not working, but that's not necessarily the case.
Right. I mean, there's plenty of people out there who are trying to just get back on their feet, and I guess you're right. We do kind of lump everybody into the same category that's going through some stuff, and that's a good point, because you're right. There's a lot of people who just need that one little hand up, and they're back on their feet again and rolling.
Right. And I don't know the exact number, so you can't quote me on this, but I heard the other day that the number of homeless students in Putnam County is right close to 500 right now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, gosh.
So I think that is a huge, just a visual of what we're looking at right now.
And you said homeless students. Is that mainly college?
No, those are Putnam County K through 12 students. So they would either be displaced, because that's the rule. So they don't have a home of their own. They're either couch surfing, they're staying at relatives, they're in cars, motels. So we have about 500.
And that creates so many other different problems, too, because we have a lot of food insecurity, too. And you can understand.
Well, that and just learning at school, that's a lot of pressure.
I wouldn't even, it's not a really good play. Like, if you don't have consistency, it's hard to study and learn. So
Right.
it causes so many other different problems. And it's just 500. 500 is such a huge number.
Right. So our goal is we get calls every day to put people into housing. We cannot do that. Our goal is to keep people in the housing that they have. So that is kind of our mission when it comes to the housing part of it. And we have pretty strict guidelines for that. We want to make sure that we are privately funded. We're supported by a lot of churches, individuals, and we want to make sure we're good stewards of their money. But for instance, for rent, they have to be bringing in double their rent in net income, and we prove that. And most of them will say, well, if I have $1,000 rent and I was bringing in 2,000, I wouldn't need help.
Mm-hmm.
But we say, if you're not bringing in 2,000, you're still going to need help next month. So what can we do? Do you need a roommate, a better job, a different place? Like, there has to be something. And all of our money is the last bit of the bill. We pay it directly to the utility company or the rental company or whatever.
That's smart.
it really is.
Then it's going to exactly where it needs to go.
Yep, and we call and verify, and whatever we said we would pay has to be the last amount so that they're caught up. We don't want to pay the first amount and then they never get caught up.
Right.
So
I guess there's a pretty good vetting then that goes into this.
Yes. So we work by appointment only and interview every single client, even if it's just for food. And we, are very generous when it comes to food. But when it's money that it's exchanging,
right,
then it's a harder process.
Well, sure, because I think we're all a little jaded to that anyway, and I imagine an organization like yours, you probably have some people target you and
Correct.
And try to take you for whatever they can, but it's not really the reason.
That is correct. That is correct. But then we also have one of our a huge increase that we've seen is on seniors because they had enough with the Social Security checks and stuff like that, but now it's just not enough. And so if we can get them even something like food, and we can only do food once every other month, but if we can do food, then it frees up a couple $100 towards something, something else that they can use.
That's, talking about, senior citizens too. I mean, it's something else that, it's kind of like the 500 homeless students. You don't really, they're one of the, you might know your mom and dad are good. So everybody's mom and dad's good, and so.
Understand. And, that age of folks, a lot of times they have a lot of pride and they won't ask.
Right.
So we don't know how many have food insecurity of senior citizens. And I'm sure it's been an uptick, though, with the economy and how it's been in the last few years.
Almost have to be.
Yeah, it's just overall everything is more expensive, but I don't know if I should say this on the air, but we did have one gentleman come in and he wanted food, and he said that there's only so much cat food with ketchup that a man can eat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and see, that does happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're hungry, you'll find food any way you can.
Right.
I can't imagine.
I can't. That breaks my heart to
It does.
think about.
Right.
Yeah.
So does someone have to say, "Hey, I want this help," or do churches and schools give you a call and go, "Hey, there's this person, they need this help," and then that starts the process, or is it both ways?
Yeah, it's both ways. So we work by appointment, but I try to network with as many groups as possible. I try to constantly be out in the community so that other people who are doing things that maybe piggyback off of what we're doing will know that what services that we do offer. And I'm always trying to make sure that we're offering things that not everyone can get everywhere. Food is an easier item to get in Putnam County. If you try to go to White or Overton County, it's very, very tough. And we service Putnam County for most of our programs. But, and so we're trying to constantly look at what is the need, what requests are coming in all the time that no one out there is funding. And that's kind of where we've picked up on prescriptions is
Filling in the gaps.
Right. The fuel for out of county for doctor's appointments is another big one. Everyone wants gas cards, even gas cards to just go to work, but we would never be able to afford gas cards for work. So we try to fit within the parameters of what we can financially do and still be of service to the community.
We're talking to Becca Duncan with Helping Hands, doing a lot of great work in the community. and AI training as well. So we'll find out more about that coming up with Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Hundreds of Upper Cumberland residents need help today as they struggle with disease, sickness, or injury. When you give, 100% of your gift goes to help right here in our community. Learn more at CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Backed by popular demand, now through December 21st, Cumberland County Playhouse presents Irving Berlin's White Christmas. Based on the beloved film, this heartwarming musical features 17 classic Irving Berlin songs with a dazzling score featuring well-known standards like Blue Skies, I Love a Piano, Sisters, and of course the immortal title song. White Christmas is an uplifting musical that'll tap your toes and warm your heart. Don't miss White Christmas. Rated G and sponsored by Uplands Village. Call 931-484-5000 or visit ccplayhouse.com.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose, to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
You let him try violin because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio. Sheila, it's 7:18.
We have Becca Duncan with Helping Hands, and I wanted to let people know how they can find Helping Hands, and if they wanted to help, what can they do?
So we are at 421 East Broad Street, which is directly across from Bobby Q's, who is also a huge supporter of ours. And if anyone would like to volunteer, monetary donations are great because we can usually purchase food, toiletries, that kind of thing at a less expensive price than the average person. But any kind of donations, as far as food, toiletries, we're looking at the cold weather that's coming up, so we're looking for extra things for the homeless. We have plenty of hats, but gloves, socks all year round, chapstick, those things would be helpful. And I invite anyone to come and take a tour. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 12 and 1 to 3, except on Wednesdays, only 9 to 12. And we'd love to give anyone a tour, see what we're doing over there.
That's awesome. Now, I know if that wasn't busy enough for you, you also do some training with AI.
Yes. So
How did this begin for you?
yeah, I started AI Trainer 101 because I was started to write grants for Helping Hands. And my whole background as a chef and a pastry chef was not in grant writing. So I kept copy and pasting things and then changing things around. And a friend of mine who's a software developer said, "Have you ever looked at ChatGPT?" And it had been out about 5 or 6 months at that point, and I had no idea what it was. So when I started researching it, I thought, this is amazing. I can take all of the stuff from my grants and now just put in, I can give it all the information about Helping Hands, and then I can just re-ask a different question and tell them how long I need the answer to be, and it's done, and quit recreating the wheel every time. So I immediately knew that it was going to be something huge, and so I deep dove into it and started taking courses and joining groups from around the world to
See, when it's
to
used
learn
right like that, it's such a positive thing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, and I think it is up to us to make sure that we are using it in a positive manner, and that's one of the things that I stress in my classes. There are definitely going to be negatives to it, but it's not going anywhere. But as far as for nonprofits or people to be able to do grant writing, I can help seniors write their life story without ever having to write or to type in anything, just by talking to it. They can do a story at a time, and it brainstorms with them to go deeper on each of them. There are just kids who are having trouble in school can tutor. People in poverty who have always been behind the wheel. I went and spoke with Mark Farley the other day about teaching the Empower grant
And
recipients.
that's with Upper Cumberland Development District.
Yes, because for the first time ever, maybe they can be ahead of the curve instead of always playing catch up or being behind the curve. This is a time that we can look at them and say, how can we bring them ahead of the ball game so that others are playing catch up to them?
So the AI training, is that for people coming through the Helping Hands organization, or is that for anybody?
No,
who wants to
I
learn?
do it. I do it for everyone. I offer classes at Biz Foundry, and I've tried to keep them affordable, so anyone should be able to do them. I've done them at the Biz Foundry as well as local businesses, and then I teach in Nashville also.
What do you think? I mean, the AI, there's a lot of people that are, it's kind of scary for people to think about. I mean, you think about, all the movies, Skynet and, and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of like, wait a minute, I've seen this movie. We might want to slow our roll here a little bit, but you're right. ChatGPT offers so much, and there's other things out there too. I mean, it's not just for making funny memes,
Right.
although you can. I mean, it does a great job at that, but so many workplaces are using AI now, not to replace an employee, but for that employee to work a little faster. And so that's a big need in the business community right now, is knowing that.
Right.
But it is scary if you've never done it before.
Yes, so I agree with all of those. But I also think like we can take employees who maybe aren't great writers, but they have something great to say. And now all of a sudden, all they have to do is to get it out there of what they want to say, and it will put it into a professional tone for them.
Yeah.
And so I think, especially for people, like I said before, who maybe aren't as well spoken or don't write as well or those things, it will be huge for them.
And resumes too. I know it does a great job with resumes and helping you get that right.
It does do a good job with resumes. The one thing I will say though is at the end of every prompt on when you ChatGPT specifically, I use a bunch of different platforms, but ChatGPT specifically, at the end, it will ask you, it'll tell you like, this is what I've done. Do you need me to do more? So when you do your resume, make sure to take that off, because like my husband got one And the whole resume said that, and then at the end it said, if you want me to make this better, just
Didn't double
make
check
sure
that.
to double check and proofread
That is one thing
anything.
with Chat GPT, or I'm sure with any AI, it's not foolproof. So you do have to double check it, and you still have to work.
Right.
But I know grant writing is so hard, and that really helps with the grant writing. It really helps a lot.
Right. And it can even, when it comes to grant writing, another great thing about it is the brainstorming side. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to say what specific grant because it was local, but we don't really meet the criteria of this grant. But how can we meet the criteria? How can we change it around in order for what we're doing to fit within the grant guidelines?
And that's what you would be doing anyway without Chat GPT. That would take days to do.
Yeah, or you just, sometimes you just can't get there. How can you fit within the guidelines? And you know that it's a good partnership, but you're not necessarily doing that. And so you just keep brainstorming with it. And it's like the friend that never gets upset with you.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
I never thought about it like that because you can't kind of abuse Chat GPT. Like, no, that's not good enough, Chat GPT.
That's right.
You better get it right this time, Chat
And they're like,
GPT.
okay. And they just come up with something else.
come up with something better.
Yeah.
They do.
So it does save a lot of time arguing and save a lot of time researching, but you still have got to double check sometimes.
And the other thing that's huge is putting it into, like a lot of the grants say you need to do this in less than 250 words.
Yes.
So you may have a great something that you've written that's in 750 words, but now you have to break it down to 250 for this particular grant.
Yes, I'd rather put too much than not enough, and I get too wordy sometimes, and that Chat GPT.
You get what?
That makes me not as wordy.
I am shocked. Sheila gets wordy. Oh my gosh.
But that helps break it down.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've been talking to Becca Duncan, Helping Hands and AI training. So let's just break it down here. If somebody wants to help out with Helping Hands, or maybe somebody listening needs Helping Hands, how do they get in touch with you about that?
So the easiest way is our phone number, 526-3838. And everyone who comes in or everyone who needs to refer someone to us needs to call that number and make an appointment. We try not to even accept appointments at the door because we have volunteers that have specific duties, and then we can't get to the phones because we're trying to do those types of things. So we ask that they call, and anyone who wants a tour is welcome to just stop by anytime that we're open.
And the AI training, same way to get in touch with you, or do they need to go about that another way?
The AI training, well, they can call over there, but my volunteers will probably be like, what the heck? But I have a Facebook page, AI Trainer 101. And then I do have a phone number. It is a Naples phone number, but it's 239-285-6142. And I'd be happy to accept calls or texts about that.
Go by if Becca's doing a lot of stuff in the community. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Thank you.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Coming up, the White County Warriors. They're in the football playoffs. I think this is the furthest that they've been.
We'll find out in just a few moments. Some of the seniors from the football team will be in.
Looking forward to talking to them for sure. It's here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Approximately 5 acres of property on Cookeville's west side has been listed for sale. According to the Herald Citizen, HCA Healthcare has the lot at the corner of Cedar and Oak listed for $3.7 million. That property at one time was considered for a convention center, hotel, and retail shops before a deal with previous owners fell through. Tennessee's Attorney General led 31 other states this week in crafting a letter to congressional leaders, urging them to pass the bipartisan Kids Online Safety Act. The legislation would require platforms to automatically enable safety protections for minors. The push for legislation comes amid several investigations and lawsuits nationwide against social media platforms for targeting underage users. Tennessee Tech on Tuesday announced the creation of a new office focused on creating a campus climate where all people are respected and valued. A press release said the Office of Access, Belonging, and Community will report directly to the university president. One upcoming task for the new office, disseminating a campus-wide climate survey to gauge student, faculty, and staff perceptions about belonging and accessibility at Tech. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The NL and AL Rookies of the Year were announced last night. In the NL, Pirate star pitcher Paul Skeens won the Rookie of the Year. Skeens made his debut less than a year after being selected number 1 overall. Skeens finished with an 11-3 record in 23 starts, had a 1.96 ERA, and pitched 133 innings. In the AL, the Yankees star right-hander Luis Gil got the nod. Gil won 15 of the 30 votes to win the award by just 2 votes. Gil went 15-7 with a 3.50 ERA in 29 starts. The New York Giants are demoting quarterback Daniel Jones to QB3 after starting the season 2-8. Jones received a 4-year deal worth $160 million just under 2 years ago. Tommy DeVito was made the Giants starter, with Drew Lock remaining the backup. In the AP Men's College Basketball poll, Kansas remained number 1 with UConn, Gonzaga, Auburn, and Iowa State rounding out the top 5. Purdue moved up 7 spots to number 6 after their win against Alabama. Tennessee moved up to the number 11 spot after their 4-0 start. Tonight on UCR, we have high school basketball. On UCR, Cookeville battles Stone Memorial. On UCR 2, Loretto girls play Smith County, and Pickett County boys play Smith County. And on UCR 3, Upperman girls battle Clay County. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
More people were shopping at Target in recent months, but they were not spending as much. Shoppers are buying essentials at Target, but they're pulling back on buying clothing, home goods, and TVs. Earnings and revenue were disappointing, and now Target's lowering expectations for the year. Target says because of the October port strike, it was importing more products than usual, which did cost the company more. Delta Airlines is upbeat about its business and says it is well positioned for future growth because of high-income travelers and millennials. And Uber Technologies is launching a new service aimed at serving holiday travelers. It's called XXL. It's targeted to serve airport travel and promises extra trunk space. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
You can live out your MasterChef dreams when you find a professional on Angie to tackle your dream kitchen remodel. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Well, we knew it was coming. Big-time temperature changes inbound as we go through the day today. We'll start off in the 50s with clearing skies, but fall into the 40s by afternoon. Overnight, mid-30s. Tomorrow, we won't make it out of the 40s. Probably upper 40s for most locations. Maybe a few flurries even as we get into Thursday night. Overnight low around freezing.
Good morning, Cookeville.
107.7 and 1400 The
Good
Hub.
morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:35 now.
Well, we have Coach Beatty and some of the seniors from White County High School's football team. I know that you've got more seniors than what's in the studio with us, too.
We can only fit so many.
We can only fit so many. 17 seniors, but here we've got just maybe half.
Yeah.
So we've got Tripp and Gage that are going to talk to us first. So, Tripp, are you quarterback?
Yes, ma'am, quarterback.
And Gage, you play a little bit of everything, don't you?
That's right.
So what you got? Wide receiver.
Wide receiver, a little bit of fullback. I play middle linebacker too.
Being seniors and having this special season, I mean, that's got to be pretty cool. Y'all been putting the work in for sure for several seasons. You've been putting in the work and getting better and better each season. And now, furthest White County Sparta's ever been. That's got to be a huge sense of pride for you guys.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's fun being around these guys and fun for the team, fun for the city and the community. And we're not done yet, so we're just trying to keep going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Macon County is going to be a hard out. I mean, I'm sure the practice has been something else this week.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a
Yeah.
We played them the first time, and people say that we beat them just because of the rain. That's not what we think, obviously,
Right.
but we still know they're a good team, and it takes a lot to prepare for that.
Sure. What's been the coolest thing about, I mean, other than going to, getting this far in the playoffs, what's been the coolest thing as far as for being a senior and being on this team?
I think seeing just how the program's changed over the last few years, like our sophomore year, I think they went the farthest that any team's gone, and now we get to kind of fill in that role, and so it's kind of cool just to see.
What are plans after school, after football? What's the plan, Trip?
Well, I'd like to play college ball somewhere, but me and him we've been best friends since elementary school, and we're actually planning to start our own little electrical business. So we're gonna go to trade school, and then hopefully end up working together.
Man,
I love that. That's a great.
I do too. I mean, that's going to be because we all need electricity, man.
That's right. Yeah, ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, we need it lots of it, as you can tell.
Yes, and when we don't have it, we are not happy.
It's a lot of lighting to make us look worth the crap in the morning. You know what I mean? So we'll for sure need you. All right. Well, good luck Friday night, 7:00. It's at White County, isn't it? Yeah. So you got a home game in front of the home crowd.
Yep.
That's going to be everybody geeked out about it, right?
Yeah. It'll be packed.
Are you expecting just a ridiculous amount of people?
Ridiculous amount. D. Harris is always crazy, so it'll be fun.
Is it a game where we're supposed to wear a certain color, or is it?
It's camo. Yeah, it's camo.
Camo night.
Camo night.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's see here. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Next
Thank
two.
Who's next? Yeah.
All right, here they come. Now
We got some brave ones here.
Yeah. All right. So tell us your name.
My name is AJ Hunt.
AJ and
Isaiah Kelso.
Isaiah. AJ and Isaiah here. What positions do you play?
I play outside linebacker and right guard.
All right. What's your favorite of those two? Linebacker, right?
Yeah, I say linebacker. Yeah.
Linebacker
No offense,
seems more
Coach.
fun because you get to hit people. It seems more. Is that? I mean, is that right?
That's the case, yes.
Yeah. And you like hitting people.
Of course.
Yeah.
Take out your frustration. That's fun.
Here's something I've always noticed about ball players, like linebackers, defensive players. They're always in life more chilled out.
I know. It's
But
because they have this outlet.
But wide receivers are nuts. And so, so I've always noticed
Is that right, Gage? Are you nuts?
And-
I got a little linebacker.
Yeah. He's got a
He's got a little linebacker in him, but you get your frustrations out, right?
Right.
Yeah, it feels good. It'd be. I bet. Are you looking forward to hitting some Macon County people?
Oh yeah, I've done it before. So yeah,
Love it.
ready to get right back on track.
All right, Isaiah. What about you? What position do you play?
I play running back and linebacker too.
Right now, which one of those do you like the best?
I guess linebacker.
Well, running back, you get to hit some people too. I've always heard the best running backs to pick a guy out.
Yeah, but I get hit too, so that's not
That's not the fun part, is it?
Well, I'll ask you some of the same questions. Being a senior on this team, seeing how far this team's come, and where you're at today. What's been the best part of your high school football career?
just making it this far, I guess.
Yeah.
We never thought freshman year we were going to get here. So now that we're seniors and we got here, it's kind of unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. You feel like the school's just like crazy right now? Like you got so much going on, and then all your fellow students are, slapping you on the back. Good job, guys. I mean, is that how it is? And in the community as well?
It's like that with our parents. Some of the kids in school don't really care.
As long as you're making your parents happy, right? That's all that matters. Well, good luck against Macon County coming up Friday. Any words you want to put out there for Macon County? Or are you keeping the locker room stuff?
AJ looks like he's going to say something.
No, let's go out there and get another win.
Yeah, but you're not guaranteeing it, right?
I am.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, go Warriors!
All right. Well, there you go. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And good luck Friday night.
Thank you.
Okay, is it Anton back there? I'm trying to read on your jacket.
Antonio.
Oh, I just saw Anton. But Antonio, and what's your name?
TJ.
TJ and Antonio.
All right. So, what positions do y'all play?
I play wide receiver and safety.
Wide receiver and safety. And what about you?
I play O-line, D-line, and long snapper.
Oh, long snapper has always been a cool position, I thought, because you're either the hero or the zero, or you're either not noticed at all, or you're the worst thing that's ever been.
He's the hero.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that's right.
If you've watched football long enough, you've been mad at a long snapper,
yeah,
right? And so I mean that's one of those positions that's more important than people think.
Yes, sir.
Now, how did you learn to do that? Because I know it takes a little special skill. I mean, you got to throw a spiral between your legs. I mean, it's got to make the quarterback jealous. I mean, he.
Back in middle school, I had a coach that just decided to teach a couple of us how to do it, just in case we wanted to in high school and further on in our careers, and just continued working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm only our long snapper on PATs. They want a skinnier guy out there on punt so they can get down there faster.
Why do they want a skinnier guy?
So he can run down the field and make an open field tackle.
Oh, so you're not an open field tackle guy?
Nope.
Well, at least you're honest about it. And Antonio, what about you, man? So running back, is that what you said?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Yeah, so I didn't mean that about you being nuts earlier. But you do have to be a little nuts to play wide receiver. It's a different mindset than a lot of other positions, I'm guessing. You have to believe that you're going to catch the ball every time or make the right block every time. You have to believe that in your head every single time. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but
yeah, not often.
Not often. What's been your favorite part about being part of this team and getting to where you're at now, as far as when you were as a freshman and now a senior, furthest Sparta White County's ever been? What's that mean to you?
Just seeing everybody grow and everything was great, because like freshman year we weren't like the best, most focused bunch. It didn't seem like we would ever do something like this, but seeing how we have, it's been really like bonding for us.
What changed? Was it something that you guys decided as a group that you were going to do?
Got them in gear.
Yeah, is that it? Coach got you in gear, or was this something that you got? They're laughing, or is this something?
There must be a story
that you just decided you're going to do and did it.
I mean, it was coaching a little bit. Our coaches helped us get here, and we also all like agreed to focus up a little bit together. Be something special that we have.
That's every time I'm imagining you guys in. I guess you've seen like Friday Night Lights and Varsity Blue and all that stuff. Whenever I'm talking to you guys, it kind of feels like this is what that is. Do y'all watch those movies, or am I just an old guy?
Yeah, we've watched them.
They're classics. So sorry, I saw them new. We're talking.
You and I saw them when they first came out.
They're classics. That's great to know that. It's 7:44. It's Good Morning Cookeville. The White County Warriors take on Macon County Friday at home. We got some of the seniors here with us in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back here on Good Morning Cookeville. Stay tuned.
For the love of the climb, for the love of the fall, for the love of knowing your kids' laughter is the sweetest music there is, for the love of Tennessee, Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Black Friday starts today at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. We are offering 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on all 2024 Ford F-150s, Escapes, and Expedition. Plus, make no payments for 90 days when you buy almost any new Ford or Lincoln. Want to make your money go further? We are offering to double your down payment up to an extra $2,000. Come see us. 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients says something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville, with
Hub.
Jason and Sheila. It's 7:47. We're here in the Willow Window Studio.
Well, from White County High School, we've got Greg Wilson and Coach Beatty going to talk about how exciting this is for them to be in the state playoffs. I mean, we want the stadium packed, don't we?
We do. We want everybody in the community, and I got some calls yesterday from some other communities where I have worked. I'm not going to name that community, but they're coming as well to cheer on our boys, and they said that they were going to come, and our community is going to be there, and we're looking for a great night.
That's exciting.
Well, I mean, anytime a team from the Upper Cumberland is in, the playoffs, I think it's worth going and supporting, even if you didn't go to that school or not. It's good to go and be part of that. Plus, it sounds like it's going to be a blast. I mean, how do you pass up camo night?
I know it. I mean, camo night, you got to come out with your camo, and you need to dress warm because I hear it's going to be a little chilly.
Yeah, I saw one forecast that had flurries.
Well, I don't know what Coach thinks about flurries, but
hey, bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
I see why these guys have that attitude. They get that from Coach Beatty.
Yeah, like, well,
bring it on. We're going to win.
It don't matter what's going to happen. We're going to win anyway.
Yeah, we're ready for it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Coach, these guys behind you here, these seniors, watching them grow and become who they are now as not only football players, but young men. Watching that happen, what's that been like for you?
I've told everybody it's an awesome thing to watch. Some of these guys behind me, they'll laugh, but we were ready to get them out of here their freshman year. They would drive us up the wall, drive the school up the wall. But to watch them mature as young boys into young men, it's been a cool thing, and to see them be successful is just what it's all about. So we're excited for them.
They just had that fiery spirit. That's what it was in freshman year.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
Fiery spirit,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's the true definition, but anyway.
I remember having that fiery spirit. Don't you remember when you had fiery spirits?
Mr. Dykes run a tight ship at White County, and our fiery spirit got 3 licks.
Yeah.
It got toned down a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, that's back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was it, classic? What they call that a minute ago?
It was a classic.
Yeah, we're classics.
Back in the classics.
Yeah. I'm not sure when those movies came out, but I guess they would be classics. Because
Yeah.
the other day someone said Shrek was 20-something years old. I'm like, oh, my
Oh,
God.
my goodness.
That's crazy.
Well, that just made me feel real old.
Yeah.
So,
What are some of the expectations, that you're looking at for Friday night as far as playing Macon County? I know you've already played them once this season and won, so are you the underdogs in this? Because it seems like when I've seen the talk, it's been y'all are the underdogs. I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah, we are the underdogs, and we know that coming in, and yeah, we beat them. And like Gage said, there was a lot of different weather factors going on. The hurricane come in, and Macon County and other people in this area and even in the state seen that as a lot of the reason, and we understand that. And the state of Tennessee, they released the polls, and Macon County jumped to 5, and we're at 8, and a team that's not participating in the playoffs right now is still ahead of us. So we know we're the underdog, and we like that role, and that's okay. We're not supposed to be here according to everybody else. And
speaking of fiery spirit, it fires you up a little more when people don't believe in you.
that's right. But like I tell these guys, we don't care what anybody else believes in us. It's about our locker room and what we believe.
They're
There's
going to go
nothing
out there
better
and
than
do
being
it.
underestimated.
Yeah.
That's the best position to be in, because then you can really get. I mean, it feels. I don't know. There's just a different feeling behind it, and to me, it's almost better to be underestimated than it is to be, the one that's supposed to do it.
Oh, absolutely. The pressure's off of us. We're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be doing it. So all the pressure's on Macon County in our eyes. They're supposed to beat us. They're supposed to be the better team. So our kids get to be loose and just go play football and see what happens.
Just hide and watch, people.
Right. What's the difference between the two teams?
There's not a whole lot. I mean,
good matchup.
they've got some good football players over there. They hang their hat on being physical and running the football at you and playing good defense, and that's what we've done all year. So as far as looking at it on paper, it should be an absolutely big time slobber knocker game.
Knock down, drag out, as they used to say.
Use that for you boys.
Slobber knocker game.
Oh, is that their word, slobber knocker?
I think it was Coach Frazier's word.
Okay.
We kind of make fun of him a little bit.
Okay.
It's an inside joke.
So it's Friday night. You're about to take the field. What's the message, or have you thought of that yet?
Oh well, we've had the message since week 1. We're not going to release the message, but these kids know the message. We're the underdogs, and we're here to just keep our season alive and fight and give Sparta something that they haven't seen before.
Right now, so this is when you play this game, this will be the furthest that White County's ever gone.
Yes, sir.
And then so anything beyond this is just crazy ridiculous, right?
It is, and we're looking forward to them coming out and doing great Friday night, and the next round we'll get to host it.
Mm-hmm. It's something else too that goes along with football that I think it's lost in the mix sometimes is how great White County's marching band is really great.
They are.
You have a lot of great support around the football team. It's a really high class deal when you go watch White County play. I mean, y'all have got it put together, and I think that has a lot to do with having a great athletic director. You're good at this.
Terry Crane's the athletic director.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, you're the principal.
I'm just the principal now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you were the big boss now.
But going back to the band, Roger Mills does a great job. He's our band director. Donnell Matthews is the assistant. They do a great job. they were with us last Friday night at Loudon, and I'm not bragging, but White County showed Loudon County what a band looks like.
Yeah.
And
it's okay to brag.
yeah, the community stepped behind us and got the band there. We had to get charter buses because of couldn't get school buses early enough. And,
Right.
The band showed up and the boys showed up, and we got a 28-0 win and come to the house.
Love it.
The pomp and circumstance of football, the pageantry of it is something that is it's part of the game. And so when Macon County comes to town and they're seeing all this and how well y'all are put together, that's intimidating, I think.
What do you think, Coach?
I mean, yeah, D. Harris is in a tough place to play. It really is, especially at a time like this. The band is loud. Usually our crowd is loud. There's a lot of people there.
Listen, it's one of the most fun crowds I've ever been a part of is Sparta White County. I'll just tell you that right now. It is so much fun. The only other one that I've had that much fun with is York. York is nuts, and they put on a fun show up at York, the fans do.
I don't know how I'd describe York's atmosphere, but I've been there and it's been a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. It's fun, and
there's nothing like football in the South anyway, especially on Friday Night Lights with the high school football team.
Absolutely.
It's just part of our culture. It's part of our tradition. So,
I didn't ask the rest of these guys what their plans were after. So, I want to get to that real quick. We got just enough time to do that. So can we get you guys back up here? I know we
talked about Gage and Trip.
We got those two. So all right. So
starting electric
plans after school.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing Trip and Gage are doing, like electrical services.
Okay.
So
all right.
Going to a TK.
So what did y'all just like start a company already, or is that how that's working? Or
no.
What about you?
I'm gonna go to college. I don't know what I'm gonna do in there.
Okay. Hey, dude, you're young. You don't have to know right now. It'll be fun. What are you interested in?
I don't know.
Football?
Yeah. I want to play football in college too.
Yeah. Have any been looking at you yet or anything like that?
I went on a visit last weekend.
Where'd you go?
Went to Union.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
I say you got a cool voice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, you do too, AJ.
Can you sing?
No.
I don't know. You had that deep, like
He does. He has that cool
Barry White kind of thing going on.
He was in choir in 7th grade.
He's doing.
He knows a few tones.
He's slow playing us right now, is what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like I'm concentrating on football right now, but when I get out, I might be a singer.
Right.
All right. Next.
TJ and Antonio.
TJ looks like he might be a singer.
No, not at all. Not at
You look
all.
like a country singer. I thought that tooth is dimple.
Right. Yeah.
I'm embarrassing him. So, TJ, what are your plans?
Just go to a college. Hopefully, one that offers me enough scholarships, I won't be in debt after school and become an athletic trainer.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. all right.
Antonio?
I want to go to college for engineering.
Oh, great.
I don't know what kind yet, but
Yeah. Again, you don't need to know yet. You got plenty of time. Do we miss anybody?
36.
Well, I was supposed to ask you about tell me about your ACT.
Yeah, to 36.
Whoa. Holy crap. He's going to be an engineer.
Yeah, man. I think you got it on wrap now, man. I think you're good. They probably just sign off on it now.
And look how humble he is. But I'd step up there. You know what? 36 on ACT.
Right. That'd be one of the first things I said when I got up there. Well, guys, good luck Friday night. We'll be rooting for you. Go Warriors, and I hope y'all win and beat Macon County.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Coming up tomorrow,
We've got